Hey yo everyone, welcome to a new video, and there are a lot of things going on this week. There's like Ode to Joy, there's Happy Exchange, new stuff over there on the Happy Exchange, there's a recycle event. So in this video, we are going to talk about all of that. Of course, the main purpose of the video is to decide what are the main things that are worth or not your resources to spend on. Let's start by the basic events. They are pretty much the same, the usual events. There's nothing special going on this week. There's Meloetta on the advanced draws, and obviously if you guys want to check out the other Pokemon that will be available on the advanced capsule gift, there's already a post on Pokeland Legends Club with all the Pokemon that will be available during the week. Links in the description as usual for that. There's also Ode to Joy, and I really want to talk about this. This is especially nice for like low spenders. Ode to Joy is an event that you recharge $1 per day, and I can actually do that right now. Give me a second. Okay, recharge $1 per day. Every day that you recharge $1, you can claim this gift. On the third day that you recharge $1, you get this gift as well. So you get this first one because you always get this one for recharging, and then this one you get on the third day, and this one you get on the fifth day. In total, if you recharge 5 days in a row, a total of $5 will give you a total of 10 summons, because that's what these Pokemon capsule coupons are used for. They are used to replace your diamonds over here in the advanced capsule gift. So you save 10 of those coupons and you use over here instead of diamonds. You also get a total of 150 Unishards, 1000 Vit, and also 5 of those golden crowns. You cannot actually use 5, I believe you need 20. You should need 20, let me see. They are used over here on the extreme training. And yes, you need at least 20 to make use of them. There are sometimes better Ode to Joys that provide you instantly 20, but this one decided not to provide instantly 20. By the way, what this does, the extreme training, you can see this, let's just take a look at this one. 100 out of 115. Basically what it does, it fills your bar to the max. It's like your breakthrough, instead of being 100 or like this one 130, or any of the breakthroughs that I want, like 130 out of 155, it instantly becomes 155 out of 155. So it basically maxes out the breakthrough. So Ode to Joy, in my opinion, if you want to be a low spender, this is like the best event, like $1 per day, and you're fine. You can claim multiple rewards. You have an extra spin on the diamond wheel, but as you can see, like, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. Golden Magikarp, well, of course, you get an extra spin over here. You can be lucky and get a little bit of diamonds, just like we just saw over here, but the best thing is that you can claim those berries, especially early game. They are worth a lot, and you have like 5 extra firebooks. That's not that big of a deal, but I mean, bit by bit matters, of course. Okay, let's get into the Happy Exchange right now. There's multiple stuff over here, and we have items that we haven't seen in a very long time. First of all, this one we haven't seen before, I believe. I don't think it was available in events before. We have the Meowth, we have a new costume coupon, and we have normal Celebi doll and shiny Celebi doll for exchange. Now, the avatar frame actually provides you stats. If we go and take a look at the list over here, this Scorpio's avatar frame provides 5% HP and 1.5% speed. But those are usually like stats that are attributed the same way as furniture, which means that they are not like extremely good as you might think they are. And the worst part is that 1000 Unishards, it's much more expensive than 100 Firebooks, because with 1000 Unishards you can get 10 exchanges of strike cards. That's a total of 9000 strike cards that you can use for your Pokemon, and it would give you much more stats than this avatar frame in specific. So if you are a person that you need to min-max everything that you do and you cannot like afford to just have those luxuries, I would not get this at all. And the same would apply over here to the Meowth doll, even though the Meowth doll provides more speed. If we go over there and we go and take a look, it says that it's 3% speed, 5% physical attack. It's actually decent, but in the early game, they should not be valued as much. With those 1000 Unishards, you get a lot of strike cards and you get much more stats for the Pokemons that you want. Over here we have a costume exchange coupon that we haven't seen in a very long time as well, but sadly, this one will only apply for flying type Pokemon. As we can read over here, increases in battle HP, both attacks, both defenses, to all the flying type Pokemon by 5%. 5%. So this costume is obviously only good if you are building a flying team, something like a Lugia, Rayquaza, a Ho-Ho, etc. Now the other two dolls are Celebi doll and Shiny Celebi doll. They have the same price, so we can go over there to the dolls and let's check out what they do. Celebi doll, 10% res, 5% hit, Shiny Celebi doll, 10% res, and 10% restriction damage reduction. Restriction damage reduction, it means that you take less damage from super effective attacks, while 10% res, it means that you take less critical hits from your enemies. Overall, they are actually very good dolls, but more for the late game, I would say. Like early game, you probably want something that requires to give you more stats, more power, more damage. So probably while you are still hunting for that like more damage, more speed, you don't want to use your resources on something that is defensive. But then again, I said that I had a different point of view, okay? The other point of view is that these items seem to be exclusive in a way that they don't show up like as frequent on the events. Like they are actually not frequent at all, and that is the problem. If you want to get any of these items because they are not common and you want to be like, oh okay, maybe I get those because I don't know when I will be able to get them one day, that way it's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, even though I really don't advise you to do so. I know a lot of people that sometimes get confused about my reviews because they just want a yes or no answer. They want to be like, oh, but do I get it or do I not get it? And it's like, there's no specific answer, honestly. The most specific answer that I can give you is like, if you can afford a lot of stuff, go get this. If you don't, you save your resources for strike cards. That would be like the best opinion about all of these items so far. And sorry for saying this like that, but it is the truth. Okay. Let's just check out the rest of the exchange. Nothing else special. There's a bunch of overlords that I would probably not advise to get, unless you are building teams specific for them, of course. And yeah, Delibird transport coupons, if you have grounded books, those are always my suggestion. Let's go into the recycle event now. Now, for the recycle, there's also an article on Pokeland Legends Club, so the links will be in the description if you want to check this out. And it can be extremely useful to know how many points you might need for each of the things that you want from the recycle event. But now, what do I advise the most about the recycle event? First of all, Overlord stickers are out of the question. They are extremely expensive. Like, actually, all of them are ridiculously expensive. The items that you want to focus the most are the blue, green, and red jades. Those will be used for your Azirings, and also these items are for your Rotom. But keeping in mind that if you want to spend on the Rotom, you probably want to spend as well on Moonstones to evolve your Rotom. And what I mean by this is I already purchased some stuff so that I can show you guys. What I mean by this is that on the Rotom, every 10 levels, I believe, yeah, every 10 levels, you need materials to level up. So you need materials in order to advance to the next Rotom. And guess what? Once you get like to a higher level, those materials you need more and more. By those materials, I mean those Moonstones. Other good items as well to exchange if you are on your early game. I mean, you could rush your Torrent Metal if you feel like it, because I mean, if I go and look at my Torrent Metal, it's still so behind. This is still so behind, so advancing the Torrent Metal could actually be a nice thing to do in your early game. But you might be asking, yo Danny, but how do we get recycle points for all of this stuff? Okay, let's take a look into it. We can recycle items, right? The items that I advise, let me just fast put and remove the berries and the lair maps because I need all of those. So first of all, EXP cards. Where do you get EXP cards? From just raiding maps or honestly playing over here on the cross-server gyms. You will eventually get enough power to get cross-server gyms, and over here, according to the amount of waves that you clear, you get EXP cards. But of course, EXP cards, they don't provide you much, as you can see over here. I mean, it's better than nothing, that's the thing. Like, every little bit matters. But what are the big things that can actually provide you with a lot of points? Let's take a look. Some of them are the Tapu Fini Overlord stickers, because Tapu Fini Overlord stickers and Overlord Zerara stickers as well, they provide you with 25,000 points, which is quite a lot, of course. If you have extra of those raid tickets, of course, just recycle those as well into some points. Of course, you also have doll coupons that you get from Team Arena. Whatever you have extra that you don't need, you might use. And then again, doll coupons you actually get every month if you play Team Arena arena actively, so if you need to use the doll coupons for something right now, don't be scared to use them. There's also the DNA splicers. I don't know if I already mentioned this, I don't think I did. DNA splicers. Each DNA provides with 8,000 points. Where can you get those DNA splicers? Well, you can get them from multiple places. First of all, the 2 first days of events, as we can see, diamond burning for 2,000 diamonds, you get a DNA splicer, you get a advanced mist ticket, and those DNA splicers are awesome. But of course, you might be saving those DNA splicers to summon black and white later. That's really up to you. But of course, I'm providing you with a decent alternative to get a lot of points for the recycle event. And as well, every month you can support over here on CL and you get a lot of rewards, one of them being DNA splicers as well. There are also some chests that you get, like after you reach level 100, you get something called super chests every level that you upgrade kinda. And those super chests are useless to open, but they are very nice to just use over here on the recycle event. Myself, I actually exchanged Unishards for Overlord Tapu Fini stickers because they just provide so much. They are actually so good. So if you want to get ready for future recycle events, I would advise you to get Overlord Tapu Fini stickers from the Happy Exchange because they are actually worth it. Oh, by the way, I did not talk about these dolls, like the shiny dolls, normal dolls, etc., but they are obviously also very good to exchange. The problem is they cost like 5 million recycle points for one normal doll, 10 million for a shiny doll. Any of the dolls, actually. So this is something that you want to do, yes, but I would not sacrifice resources from Z-Rings or resources from Rotom in order to save up for a doll, okay? So priorities. Priorities are always first of all, the Z-Rings. The Z-Rings are the priorities because the Z-Rings have a higher ceiling. Having a higher ceiling means that you can finish Rotom much faster than the Z-Rings. So if you want to decide between like what you need to get right now because you don't have enough points, I would prioritize Z-Rings, but imagine that you also want to have power right now. In this exact moment, you want to have the most power possible. If that's your case, if that's your scenario, Rotom will provide you with the most power right now in this exact moment. Especially if you are a lower level, like I am over here on my new account, only level 14, if I max out a Rotom the most that I can, I will get like a lot of resources, a lot of stats out of nowhere. Actually, I can tell you that in this video alone, I already got 15k power on my Zacian, and I only leveled up Rotom a little bit, like 5 levels or something. So if I go and max out a recycle, I will get like actually a ton, but a ton of power. Especially in the early game, this will matter a lot. Reminder that you need around 120,000 points for Rotom, and you also need around 247,000 points, recycle points, for the Z-Rings. Obviously, I am not counting with the Moonstones, okay? The Moonstones will consume you much more recycle points, but obviously you need to see how many Moonstones you need for each level, etc. I honestly hope this video was helpful and not too confusing about the recycle event. I'm going to say that personally, I'm going to use as many Overlord Tapu Fini stickers as I possibly can. I will personally go for, first of all the Z-Ring items. Obviously, I need to get all of those. I need all of the Rotom items, and I will exchange as well some Moonstones. And if I still have leftovers recycle points after that, I will also get myself some Torrent Badge, because I want to speed up my badge over there. But keeping in mind that you should always just exchange exactly the amount of points that you need, because those points will disappear after this event is over. So yeah, I really hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video.